one of y'all want to pop off the intro?
Welcome to the StruggleHolics podcast, episode 138. We're about to take you on a virtual date.
Hey.
I'm one of your hosts, Jay Smooth.
I'm your host, Mondo.
Alisha A.
And I'm that nigga.
Period.
Yeah, we was talking about voices and people faces not matching. That shit's wild. But in funny news today, we got our first troll on TikTok.
Yeah, I see.
That shit was funny as hell. Like,
I did, man. That way was he was coming intellectual. I guess I don't know what the fuck today he was in.
nah, that person only. I think it's a woman behind that account.
You go to the store, the other woman.
No, because they only have
this.
three. They only have 3 posts on their whole page. And I went and looked, and they had some comments. So I went and looked at comments, and they're literally arguing with people in there. And I think somebody had called them a dude. It's like, oh, you think I'm a guy, blah blah blah. Like, I think somebody knew who they was and was like, all right, you ain't. Like, people just assumed that was a dude, but
yeah.
I think it's funny. Like, when they said black people, like, that's why black men were so easily enslaved or whatever. I'm like, all right.
That comment is wild. That was for sure a Karen, a white woman.
What's funny is, like, that post popped up and he was, like, immediately on it.
On that shit.
And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We got a comment. I read the comments. Like, y'all, the 4 of y'all collectively have the intelligence of a 4th grader. I'm like, all right.
That's a smart 4th grader.
When I first read that shit, I laughed out loud so hard. My coworker behind me, he goes, bro, what's so funny up there? Like, when they want to know what's going on. Like, that shit made me hysterically laugh out loud because how funny I thought that was.
What were we talking about in the clip?
Nothing crazy. It was
just,
that's what I wanted to know.
We were talking about the Brick Baby girl.
Yeah.
I call her Brick Baby.
Yeah.
We were talking about how, well, it was more so me talking during the whole clip.
We was chilling. We was chilling.
So the
I
fact
said we didn't even say shit.
But it was more so me talking. That was the funny part. It was just me basically saying, like, how it's hard for me to believe that, like, she got hit with a brick and nobody did anything. She just walked off into the night.
Okay.
And dude commented that immediately. I'm just like,
I just laughed.
And I was like, all right, because I'm like, I'm not about to get into a internet argument with somebody I don't know that's not even using a real profile picture. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I left it alone at that, like, okay. And then they commented again with whatever that Glocktavius thing.
That shit was hilarious.
And like he said something, and I'm just like, I just laughed.
It said Ratchet Beast need to get rid of those mics and enroll in somebody's school. Glocktavius.
And I read Glocktavius. I'm like, is he trying to sound smart, or is he just trying to, like, make a racist joke or something? Like, I didn't get it.
Yeah, I get it.
So I just commented back. I'm like, bro, you need better insults. Like, this ain't doing nothing, bro. You need better insults. And then that's when they came with, like, oh, you like, black men, like, men around the world laugh at black men. Like, y'all, that's why y'all were so easily enslaved. I'm just like, all right, Tory Lanez, this is, I don't know what you want out of me. You're not about to get a reaction out of me. I know that's what you want. But, like, those 3 posts that he has on his profile is of him talking down on black people and talking about, like, they put up a clip of 85 South Show, DC Young Fly, and them talking about women's bodies, like, making jokes or whatever. And they're like, see, this is why his baby mama felt the need to go get that tummy tuck, because black men sit around and talk about black women bodies, making them feel ashamed. This is why black men are blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay, so you just go around TikTok just looking for people to shame.
No, he's just poking. He's just trying to find a lane. They know what they're doing.
Trying to find a lane.
They know what they're doing.
I guess
it's shock value kind of shit, man. That's what that shit is.
If that's how you really want to describe that, by all means.
That's literally what it is.
We got our first troll. We doing something right if we got troll.
We're in the algorithm. That's what that means.
That is true.
For coming up. I just gotta get
Shout out to you, our biggest fan.
True. Appreciate you, Tory Lanez.
Haters are the motivators.
I mean, they ain't gonna get us to stop. It ain't like we doing anything crazy.
No.
Yeah.
Plus, I can't take nobody serious if you talking crap behind somebody else's profile picture.
Yeah. It's just.
But we've said, like, we've we've said like real controversial, crazy,
No,
off
we
the
haven't.
wall shit. Nah, but you know what I'm saying. We've talked about
talked about
way
crazier
crazier,
shit.
Talked about some
more
shit for sure.
controversial,
No, we've talked about some stuff, but we haven't
and
said
that's
anything
the one you're gonna
controversial.
comment
I
on.
ain't gonna say that. We didn't say some.
We didn't say some
You
shit.
gotta remember around abortion time.
I don't even think that was that. Nah, maybe my controversial level isn't like my controversial gauge is off.
Yeah,
We've talked about a little bit of controversy.
We talked about like touchy subjects, but we haven't said anything that'll be like, oh my god, cancel them, cancel their podcast. At least to my knowledge.
You'd be surprised. People want to cancel people for anything.
Exactly,
nowadays.
Clay. You forget the environment we live in. These
For
people are
anything.
sensitive.
Yeah, like just for even bringing up
we
a
just
specific,
said some shit, Clay.
Yeah, like-
We
Oh,
done
man.
talked that shit.
like even for bringing up like a specific topic and being in the middle in a lot of situations will get you hate. It's like, damn, I can't look at it from both sides and see where people have valid points and where they have faults, and like remain kind of in between them. No, I'm not
Yes.
allowed to do that.
I guess being in the
All right,
middle
then.
means you people. The funny thing to me, people always think you need to be on one side of the fence. You can't just be in the middle. Like politics wise, people think that you got to be on one side of the fence, and if you're on the opposite side of the fence, I hate you. I can't be friends with you.
That's weak-minded shit.
It is.
That's how the country was founded.
Yeah.
What you mean?
The
Hell nah.
what's
I mean,
crazy is the Democrats and the
So
Republicans.
don't make it strong-minded.
They're all
be weak.
they're all friends. It's just a popularity contest that they're just running. It's not even that whole political party thing is a game. But just because somebody might vote Democrat, vote Republican, don't mean that you're a bad person. Why do you vote Democrat? Either you were raised to vote Democrat or Democrats' ideals fit more with your lifestyle. Cool. It might not fit my lifestyle, but why am I going to be mad at you for voting for something that benefits you?
And that's what people
Same
don't
thing with-
understand.
Yeah, same thing
lot of
with
this
Republicans.
A lot of this shit don't be no sympathy shit, man. Listen, this is gonna help our people, and that's what the fuck we gotta understand. We need to stop worrying about everybody goddamn else, because everybody is worried about themselves but us.
For real. hey, that's-
Man, we gotta get behind
Right.
somebody who got our best interests at heart and gonna show us that. Fuck this talking that shit.
We about to get into the topic Mondo brought up. The streets apparently is talking.
Yeah, I've been seeing some shit going around. I don't know if y'all seen about the Remy Papose.
I seen it. Apparently he held her down for that whole time she was locked up just for her to leave him for a dude that looked similar to him.
Just a bigger gap.
That's crazy. They whole hood
She
love
like,
story.
She like niggas who can rap.
So what happened? Do you know
I
the
don't
alleged
really
story?
know the backstory. I think it's something in the battle. I think Geechee Gotti has said something about it in the
I don't know who that Ichigachi. What?
Geechee Gotti.
Ichigati?
Geechee Gotti. He Cali rapper.
Who that nigga?
It's battle rap. Y'all don't be watching battle rap?
No.
Okay, see,
I
that's
see
why
not
y'all-
all the time.
I
I,
see
do
clips.
occasionally.
They didn't.
I know
Geechee
she
Gotti is a part of the newer classes.
I know
Who
she
really
coming up in
apparently
this shit, and they
is
really holding it
messing
down right now.
around with a battle rapper. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So
Because the dude she messed with is a battle rapper. Who literally was killing shit.
but she act like Papoose can't rap.
Oh no, she tired of that old ass nigga bars though. Shit, nigga, I know what you gonna say. I'd have been with your rapping ass for so long, boy. I know what you gonna set up.
Every
I know I done heard you sit here and rap my ear off. You
Every
come with some
single
little
time I
shit.
see Remy Ma, I just think of the lean back video and somebody saying, "Y'all remember when Remy Ma got topped while driving? Remember in the video she's driving, she pushed a nigga head down to her. She got
Like-
dude to suck her dick while driving.
Imaginary dick, like you know, like what is you bobbing your head for down there, big fella? What are you doing?
Dog, this should be.
We don't know too
No, it
much
should
about the
be-
whole Remy
don't
Ma
talk about it.
situation, but apparently the streets they're in the uproar.
Yeah,
And the crazy part is everybody is more fucked up because the women are quiet on this. Because
you think they wouldn't be? This is the time to be quiet.
because if Papoose did her dirty, if Papoose was the one in the wrong, oh, you wouldn't be hearing the end of this. You would know everything.
We're over
Because
here.
Remy Ma's the one that's in the wrong.
We just eating our chips.
Oh, they quiet. Twitter quiet as hell about it.
Yes. Listen,
On
that's the
problematic
whole
queens.
gender war that's going on right
I
now.
don't
It's just
know.
our time to yell. Women go shut up. Then when it's our time to shut up, the women go yell at us. That's how this shit literally
No, because
be
even
going.
when dudes
Back to
mess
back.
up, dudes don't shut up. Women be loud as
That's
hell,
true.
and dudes don't. Dudes are
Yeah.
not shut up. They fighting.
Yeah.
The fact that the women don't have an out with this one, I ain't never seen a timeline so dry about a hot topic because the streets is talking about it. But normally, that's how I get my news from other people on Twitter.
Mhm.
And I seen like headlines of Remy Ma apparently like stepped out. I don't see nobody talking about it. Like my timeline is dry as hell about it. It's just like the women mad quiet.
Man, don't play around with Remy Ma shit.
Chirp,
They know
chirp,
Remy Ma
chirp.
thug for real. Shit, she
Yeah.
ain't going for
Shoot.
none of it.
She went to jail for not snitching.
Man.
The city
But,
girls band together.
Speaking of another couple, did y'all see Nicki Minaj's husband got put in the timeout?
This lady finna be a couple written show. No, I ain't
No,
seen that
what?
time. Oh, he got house arrest, right?
Yeah, he got put on house arrest for 120 days.
Nigga said,
What did he
time
do?
out,
Yeah,
Ooh.
the judge put him in
bro.
timeout because he was already on probation.
Mm-hmm.
He already on probation. His probation got extended because he failed to report on the SA list. For gotta be YouTube sensitive on the
Yeah,
SA
yeah.
list.
Mm-hmm.
He failed to report that, so she extended his time. I don't know what happened, but apparently him and Offset are beefing,
Yeah.
and he posted up in New York. Him and two of his homies posted up in New York talking like how they out on the streets looking for Offset, and when they catch him, they gonna do this to him. They gonna like be doing all this crazy stuff. Meanwhile, Offset on live with Casanat, like playing 2K and having a good ass time.
Big
did
kids,
the-
I set
He
you
did the
up.
overnight
And
street.
Big kids.
And dudes
What
look-
are they?
They on the live with like 85 people, like talking about when they catch Offset, they're gonna do all these things. So the judge seen that and was like, okay, you want to be out here wilding out?
Hey,
You put on house arrest for
Thank you.
120 days because you out here making threats to somebody's life. And we have the video footage of you doing it. But they wanted to claim people were snitching.
Hey,
You
nigga.
can't snitch. You snitched on yourself. Somebody is snitching. You, dickhead. You the one snitching.
That's the funniest thing. Like that's why I say he got put in timeout.
You literally
the judge
did.
put-
Go sit
you
down.
want to make threats? Okay, go in your house.
Yeah,
Wow,
You can't come back
Offset
outside.
literally
You said you was
bait and
outside, now you
switched
inside.
Nikki, honey.
Streets is calling and you cannot answer. Damn.
What's funny is that him, Nicki Minaj, and their kid posted a picture in some type of hallway. Somebody was like, "Get that man out of that school. He is not allowed to be with. He is not allowed to be."
Dog, that's what that was. Oh my God. I didn't know
No.
about the situation when I saw that picture. I was like, I didn't get it at the time.
Yeah, they talking about get that man out of that school.
Stop. Leave
And somebody's like, "I know a boys and girls club when I see one. Like, get that man out of there." But that's
Yeah, them people sick.
That's-
bro.
I don't know what they
People
beefing
is
over,
sick.
but
Yeah, I don't know what they beefing over either. I said their wives was beefing, now they beefing.
this generation, I can't even say this generation because the niggas older than us. Ever since the internet, like going live has become a thing, people have made police work so much easier.
Yeah.
Like, you're a criminal. We already watching you. You already on probation stuff. So you have somebody designated to watch you. Why are you going to go on live and make threats about somebody's life
They be like,
and
yeah.
then claim snitching? Put the phone down.
They be like, we on the corner of.
My street
They
cred,
literally
cuz.
did.
We on the
my
corner of
street
blank and
cred.
blank. Pull up.
No, they did. They
literally
did say what
did,
street it was on.
Aisha. These niggas literally did.
You think your probation officer is not going to watch that and see what you was
I
doing?
don't know. What they,
Niggas is so
I don't know why the
stupid.
OG. These supposed to be OGs, bro. And you see why the young niggas fucked up. Y'all
Exactly,
wonder why the young niggas
exactly.
fucked up. These is the OGs.
That's
They're the ones
embarrassing.
that set an
I guarantee you,
example
These
for
the
them.
ones they was left with. Because all the other ones was in jail.
I guarantee old cops probably like, they probably get mad at the younger cops nowadays. Like back in our day, we had to do real police work. Y'all just sit around here on that Insta picture and just watch these people go on their phone and tell you what they
You
doing.
could pull up immediately.
Man.
Yeah. I'm over here. Okay, ping his phone. But okay, he over here at this gas station. Let's go get him. You know what? Matter of fact, he gonna be at his mama house later on. We gonna pull up to his mama house and get him. Matter of fact, he going where? His phone is headed which way? Is it headed All right, we're gonna meet him at
Bam.
that school. Let's call that officer at that school. Tell him to shut the street down.
Like, you're not getting nowhere. The only reason that one dude got away for so long because that nigga was in the woods.
You got to get rid of all
You
electronics.
literally have to get radio, a regular radio.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do
FMA,
people
yo.
not
That's
know
it,
this by
though.
now? They'd be like, your phone was pinged at this tower at this time. They're like, oh,
That happened to somebody we
how
went
do
to
they
school
know
with.
that?
I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm pretty sure you heard the story a couple of years ago that he was in my grade, but he had offed his dad basically. Then he tried to go on a run.
Yeah.
He tried to go on a run. He was caught up near
story.
Flint. He was caught up near Flint.
I
And
want the whole tea about that, by the way. I wonder what happened.
I
That's what I'm
heard-
saying Alisha, because I hear that, I'd be like, God damn.
I heard
that's
that-
a true story, yeah.
But I heard that him and his dad never had the best relationship. Apparently, they got into it, and one thing led to another.
Yeah, I
and-
heard he
and
cracked him.
Then he
Hey,
he
well,
went
we-
on a run. He was caught up near Flint, and the reason why the cops caught him because they pinged his phone on every tower as he was driving. So they just set up
Yeah.
a blockade.
You literally got to throw your phone. Niggas be thinking they can still use your GPS.
You got to get an old school
You-
car
you
too.
gotta
Just
get a-
leave the
you
phone.
You gotta get an
gotta-
old car too. Anything past
Yeah.
what 2005? Anything past
Yeah,
that possibly
they're-
has a Bluetooth. You gotta you
They
gotta get
got
rid of.
your ass.
Pull your
Bro.
radio out or
If
something.
you got OnStar, if you have the possibility to have an OnStar in your car, you gotta get rid of it.
Niggas literally be trying to get
True.
away and Googling where they going. I need to figure out how to get here. Google,
Siri,
get
take me to escape.
You literally got to be on your own. This is self-knowledge.
We pinging-
Follow them signs, big
Bro,
dog.
we pinging
They
your
gonna
phone.
tell you where you
Oh
If you're on
my
I-75 and we pinging
God.
your phone, okay, cool. He headed towards Clarkson. Let me
Mhm.
call it. I'm gonna call Clarkson PD. You gonna call Auburn Hills PD.
They
You gonna call this
trapping you.
PD.
Mhm.
Shut down them freeways. Have somebody post at every freeway, and I'm gonna let y'all know where he coming up at.
Mhm.
He coming up at this exit. Cool. We got somebody on the way.
And none of them cops got nothing to do. So, of course, they about to pull
It's
up.
so easy for them to catch
Bro.
people nowadays, bro. There's no. You got to get rid of all electronics, basically. Hey, I wouldn't even trust a fucking record player around me. Get that shit out of here.
Throw that cassette.
Dog. And what would be crazy too because they do have a lot of free time, bro. So you get pulled over by one cop, bro. Two other ones pull up because they just in the area.
Yeah, they
They're
ain't
like,
got nothing going
I ain't
on.
got nothing going on. Like,
They
what's going on
literally
here?
have- man,
Hey, you got
literally
everything under control.
2 or 3
I'm just,
cars.
hey, I'm just making sure. Just making sure.
I'm telling you, bro. You
They
gotta get.
roll deep
You act
now.
up, I'm gonna
Huh?
call
So
my
they roll
boys.
deep now for sure. They pull you over. It be about 5.
Yeah,
Like, damn,
bro.
nigga, what happened?
We're gonna put you in
You
the
ain't
back
had
of
your
the
lights
car.
on. Damn, all this for no lights on?
Dog, I went over.
Shit.
I was going home. This was like a couple of days ago, and it's like the normal way I go, and then I see, because there's a bunch of houses. It's a one lane street,
Mhm.
and it's a lot of houses on the side, and you just see 4 or 2 cop cars parked on like the side on like on the grass, and then 2 other ones in the driveway. And I'm just like, what the fuck did these niggas do? Are they moving weight? It
Are they
can't, bro.
moving weight?
It can't be that serious. It's got to be like kidnapping or
We
something.
bored.
That's the only way. Like them niggas is just bored. There's no one need to be doing 4D.
Somebody smoking a joint in this house. We can't bust the windows down. It's legal nowadays. No, we gotta make sure you ain't moving work in here, Like, bro. It ain't that deep. For a joint.
They shoot the door up. Open the door. You're not going to open it?
But yeah, apparently, Nicki Minaj's husband's last name is Petty, so they call him the Petty King and the Petty Queen.
She loved that.
Oh, man.
She ate
He's
that.
just, I don't understand why Nicki Minaj married him. I think it was a peer pressure thing.
They were together for a minute, though. That was like her man. That's her man.
Apparently, she knew him before she got famous. Apparently, and apparently, apparently
she
he
had the
been-
old feelings.
he been an ain't shit nigga since then. Allegedly, from Twitter rumors, he been an ain't shit nigga before then.
Because what does this nigga do? Does he got a job?
No, if my girl is Nicki Minaj, nigga, I am not working.
Yeah,
think-
so what are you doing
Alicia-
today?
Alicia, are you out of your
I don't
mind?
know what bag they in. I got to do something.
Listen,
I'm not- do something.
Mondo.
Entrepreneur
he
shit.
don't work. If he worked, he would not be talking about how he posted up outside looking for Offset.
He has to do
It's probably not a traditional
something.
job.
He gotta be having.
He gotta have. I'm
something.
gonna have a hustle or
The
something.
nigga can't even leave. He can't leave the house now.
I gotta
The
have.
nigga
a hustle
can't do
or something.
anything,
I
bro.
don't give a damn.
No,
He-
he had to be doing
No.
something.
That nigga is Jody off Baby Boy. And Nicki Minaj is Yvette.
Kenny Petty, what you be doing, my boy? You gotta be doing something.
He was doing kids.
No. I literally, the second question that comes up on Google.
He say we don't do nothing controversial.
What?
Those are your words. That nigga said, I'm spicing it up today. Watch this.
Bro, we be on this type of time. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Let me
What's
cook.
controversial to y'all? Maybe it's not controversial. I don't know. We'll find out.
That nigga went
The
from
thing
I
dip,
love the joke though. That was
this nigga went from
It was a good
dipping a
joke.
toe to
Great
just
joke.
diving straight in.
Man,
Didn't you say you
listen.
sink like a brick, nigga?
Listen, the thing that made it funnier is because I don't know which one of y'all said, like, what does he do?
It was,
what did
it
he
was
do?
live. It was a lie.
What did he do? I went, he does kids. And everybody just got quiet as shit.
We all just looked. Pause. That was the pause.
Everybody, and y'all
babies.
y'all ever be saying anything and as you in the middle of saying it, you like trying to stop yourself from saying it, but it's too late.
Stop, you rolled
No,
straight.
listen, you got it. That's why sometimes I be biting my tongue over here, bro. I be like, go ahead, chill,
Dude,
bro.
I do that shit so much,
Go
bro.
ahead, chill,
Hey,
bro.
when I got to like does right before I said kids, I was in my mind, I was like, shut up, shut up. And it was like, nope.
We here not go ahead.
So
What
let
you
me
saying though?
I'm just go ahead and get that out the way.
It was just one of those moments where I had so many like prepared responses, like, oh, I'm gonna laugh, oh, I'm gonna say this, like when he says something normal, like normal responses I'm expecting this man to say, and then he says that, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, I gotta throw everything that I had away and try to come back with something else.
Now TikTok's Tory Lane gotta have something to actually complain about now.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely gonna be clipped into a TikTok.
Oh,
that's
my God.
Oh, God.
that's definitely getting clipped.
So I looked at what our boy Kenny Petty does for a living.
Okay.
And it says, according to bio overview, the main source of his income is rumored to be music production company, so nothing, and investment in property, so nothing.
My nigga on real estate, man.
He invested in her money.
Anytime they
he
say
invested
real
her-
estate, like
He
you're
invested her
using
money.
you're using
So what?
To be
the
He
honest-
can invest her money, but I still gotta
Nah.
hustle.
To be honest,
I invest
I
some money
use-
for her and
Nah.
make her more
I use-
money.
Man, listen, I use
Let me-
your
let me
shit
ask
to get me
this.
started. Thank you. I
You-
appreciate
you
it.
don't
I
do
let me
take
that.
ask
it
this. Do
all the
y'all
rest was off me. I could give you your shit back though.
y'all-
Once I get off, I can give you your shit back.
Bruh.
I'm up there. Shit, I don't give a damn.
do y'all think Nicki Minaj is truly happy? Because every picture they have together, that shit look forced.
It's Nicki
I
Minaj. If
don't
she
know. I
wanted
don't be
somebody
seeing none of
else,
these
she would get
pictures.
somebody else.
I'm not saying she wouldn't. It just feel forced to me. Like I don't know her life. I don't know Nicki Minaj, but to me, I don't know.
Minaj, Nicki, Barbie.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know because I don't really
Pink
never even
Barbies?
see
Because-
them and none of my shit.
I didn't hear Nicki Minaj dating anybody or anything. And then I remember seeing this one tweet specifically. They was like, Cardi B has a Grammy. She's married. She has a kid, and she has something else. And then they like Nicki Minaj is just 37.
Niggas is horrible.
like
bruh.
at the height of their beef, that's what somebody tweeted. And then like a few months after that, Nicki Minaj is married and pregnant. I'm like, what the hell?
I
And
think she always loved this man. I think this was her
Probably.
man, but I think she needed to, career-wise, it wasn't the move. You can't just have this, no offense, this random nigga following you around. You trying to go, rap about like, you know,
I mean-
I'm the baddest bitch and I got the money, I got the car. And then you got this
so far,
motherfucker in the background.
So far, her the
I'm
three
just here.
niggas
No,
she
they
known
say
for
he
dating.
be that.
Well, the three niggas
That's
she
the
known for
rumors.
dating all been taking
I don't
L's.
know.
Nicki Minaj is good for picking a nigga that take L's.
Oh, man.
It's
I'm
for
saying, chill out,
PR.
man.
What?
Don't
Kenny
blame me
Petty,
like that.
Safari stay taking L's. Meek Mill was with Nicki Minaj when he started this nigga's L.
She.
Damn.
What if she's the poison though? She might get the
real
Erykah
talk.
Badu shit going
Not-
on.
Well, I'll say
Not
Kenny
Nicki.
She got that
Petty.
Erykah
Kenny
Badu
Petty.
shit going
Not
on.
Miss Nicki.
No,
This in a different way. She got different powers to her.
well, no, Kenny, his whole situation that was before Nicki. I ain't gonna put that on Nicki.
Yeah, hell no.
That's on.
But still,
Well, there was that too.
But she put more light on it.
She had to wait for that to.
She put way more light on it though. So like you taking your biggest L with the brightest of lights shining on you. You curled up in the corner like.
Hey, he always look mad in his pictures because he's looking at her.
Goddamn, you dirty bitch! You dirty bitch! You dirty bitch!
What else?
Goodbye.
Oh, speaking of toxic couples, did y'all apparently see Will Smith's post to Jada for her birthday? And then you see what Jada posted?
No, I didn't see
no.
nothing. I ain't see none of
William.
Jada, no, his name is Willard. Willard, not William.
Oh, I'm sorry, Willard.
But Will Smith posted her a happy birthday post. Jada posted a video of her and Tupac singing.
No, she
singing. Parents just don't understand.
No,
Hold on.
No. Happy birthday. I've been to 28 of your birthday parties. I don't even know if we topped that one. Rakeem performed that, but here's to a lifetime trying. Walking each other home. Hashtag. Okay, so it's just a bunch of old pictures of her, though.
That's love. Will Smith is head over.
But he's not even in any of the pics. This is kind of... He's in one of the
because it's not
pictures.
about him.
It's not.
It's her birthday. It's not about him.
Yeah, but like...
He got cussed out last time because she
it's
thought
like-
it was about him.
It's hers with a bunch of... It's
Oh,
her
yeah,
with
true.
a bunch of other
True.
niggas.
That is true. Because even on Red Table Talk, when he did this big extravagant birthday thing for her and everything, she like, you did this for you. You didn't do this for me. So he makes this post dedicated to her, and it's her birthday. I don't need to be in these pictures because it's not about me. And then Jada posted a video of her and Tupac singing and dancing and singing. Parents just don't understand. A Will Smith song. Her and Tupac are singing.
Can we all admit now at this point it's just them trolling?
It could be.
Can we all admit we can?
And then
It's gotta be, bro.
And then she hashtag
say
our
it's
worthy
gotta
journey. She
Can
did
we
a
not?
hashtag
Come on.
without him.
She pimping us like she pimped him.
Damn, bro. It's like
She pimping us like she.
No,
pimped
there's
It's
something
like
going
the-
on there. There's something going on there.
him.
You're,
That shit going.
there's no way. I know petty when
It's
I
hard.
see it. Coming from a working on myself petty person, there's something going on there.
gotta put that
The
caveat.
The
there.
hashtag is sending it over
Because-
the
because
good pimping.
the
That's
only-
good pimping.
The only reason why it's hard for me,
Against
the only reason it's hard for me to believe that is because with the whole Willow thing, and she constantly is bringing Tupac up. I think Jada's in a midlife crisis, to be honest, and I think she's like, "Damn, I really wish I had Tupac." And people were posting pictures of Will Smith and was it Margot Robbie? To my Will, you could have had it all. Could have just left her.
Coulda,
Could have had it all, bro.
Stop.
And like, I think, yeah, like
Margot Robbie is it, man.
She fine as hell.
You
I just think it's
had your chance.
hilarious that every chance she gets, she stomps on Will somehow, shape, or form. It's not even that you posted something of Tupac. The fact that y'all are singing Will Smith's song together.
And it's like y'all don't know the perception.
No,
Like,
she
she don't
knows
know
the
the
perception.
Can't even act like she don't know the perception that she giving off by posting stuff like that.
You not
And
even
like-
supposed to post that nigga. You
I
know
just-
what it is at this
You
point.
had our kid writing notes to him, and he died before she was born.
Bitch, I better
Mhm.
not hear. You better play nothing but Biggie around this bitch.
Like that is no.
Fucking talking about-
That's not fair. Didn't
But-
she meet Tupac
I
first?
don't care.
She met Tupac first.
I don't
That
care.
don't
He
matter.
dead.
What
He
do you
gone.
mean?
Not to this level. Not to this level of disrespect.
Nigga gone, nah.
Not to
I
this
don't
level
think
of
that's
Nigga
disrespectful.
Yes.
Nigga gone.
No.
After
It
so
is.
long though,
I
it's
think-
been a long time too.
No.
I think it's
No.
about time.
Turn
too.
that shit off.
No.
Play
I
something
think Jada.
It's fresh. No,
I think
it's
because Jada
different.
knows
It's so
Will
long
will
ago.
not leave her because Will don't want to get divorced. He don't believe in divorce, and Will is head over heels for her. She's abusing that power. This is alleged. This is not fact.
I don't know, bro.
Don't send y'all lawyers after us. But I believe that she abusing that boy. She's taking advantage of it.
I don't even think he's taking advantage of this.
I do.
Think he know what the fuck
Any
going
chick dating a dude that she could walk all over, she gonna do whatever the fuck she want to do.
As
And
she
Jada
should, queen.
does whatever she wants to do.
on. Yes. And I'm not saying she
Shit is
not,
insane.
but I'm saying Will is aware at this point.
Yeah. Will
And he just down for the ride.
Will simping. She pimping, he
He's
simping.
down for the ride.
I think they've been over for a while, but
Yeah,
It ain't
I think
over.
they playing on all
well, I think
levels.
behind closed
That's what I
doors,
think.
they really just like doing their own thing for real, or maybe just Jada is or something. Because like,
I mean, there's rumors going around that they both be stepping out on each other.
I think so
Yeah,
for
like-
sure.
It's agreed. It's agreed upon, but
I think that's the only reason, or like the only way he could really
Man.
tolerate this level of disrespect for real. Because me
What?
personally,
It's not disrespectful.
Alicia,
though,
it
to
is.
me. I
What-
don't
what-
think it is.
Yeah.
what is it? What is it to you?
Tupac died very young. They had a connection.
But they didn't have a relationship.
we in our 50s. Why are you still posting this?
Do they have the same birthday?
Because that was her
Do
person.
they have the same birthday?
I don't know.
That was
Probably
kinda-
not.
No, she definitely posted that at the wrong time.
Tupac
The
died
timing was
25
wrong.
years ago, bro. You
Hold
don't,
on.
you don't let this go.
No.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
they
not saying
don't
you.
have the
I'm
same
not saying you
birthday,
can't care for him, but the blatant disrespect every time, especially
Come on now.
It's the timing of her grief,
nah.
I guess.
When you post
Yeah,
that,
isn't
nigga,
that all it
when you
takes?
posting that nigga more than me, and you talking about him more than me, and all this shit.
Now that part,
That's-
yeah.
that's
But
what
I
I'm
think
saying.
I
It's the
think she's in
compound,
the
Alisha.
right.
It's the
Consistent
compound of
Everything
all
is
bad
this.
compounded
timing.
I
on
don't
it.
think
It's not
her
isolated.
posting and talking about him still is wrong, but the timing is pretty interesting.
Listen, she did Red
All the
Table
time.
Talk with
She fooling with that timing.
what who was all there? I think it was all the women from Set It Off, and then they were talking about how they was on Living Single,
Yeah.
and they were talking about like their favorite episodes while they was on Living Single, all these shows they did, and they all were talking about their favorite episode, and they asked her like, "What was your favorite episode?" She like, "Well, come on, it's the one I did with Tupac." And like started talking about everybody, all the women like, "Oh my God, we knew you was gonna say that one," or we bought like they laughing about it, but it's like, come on, we knew you was gonna say it was this episode. The fact that everything, every time you're on the internet, it's something has to do with this nigga.
I kind of feel for her. Low key.
Feel for her for what?
Why?
Coming from a grieving
Yeah,
from
exactly.
a grieving
Y'all not
heart.
seeing that's why I was saying Alicia is different. That's why I was
coming
telling
from
you
a
it was
grieving
different.
heart, I kind of feel for her.
That's why I was telling you it's
Okay.
different because you can see
Okay.
from that point of view.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
That's why I'm asking why.
No, listen.
No, I
I can
That's why I
see
was
through
telling you
her
it was
eyes.
I understand.
And hers is probably even
No.
worse because
I'm picking up.
they
what
were
you-
never
What?
really together, so she probably has like a lot of regret.
I'm picking up what you putting down, Mondo, because I wasn't registering that. I was.
Yeah, that's why I was y'all. That's why
I was trying to make it relatable without being like, "Oh my God, that poor woman." But
No, that's why I was talking
Yeah.
to you. Like,
but I
now-
can see it through
Now I get
a
it. 'Cause
grieving
Alicia can
heart.
understand. That's why I was talking to Alicia
Yeah,
because she could understand it.
yeah.
I was like, why is she so?
Because
sad?
I'm
like,
still
bro,
gonna
you
be
don't
posting
get it?
about. I'm gonna be 60 years old, grandkids, kids probably sitting there like, I remember Philip. They gonna be like, bitch, shut up.
Nah.
He big though. I'm like, he
That
was a good
Nah.
young lad.
You can tell. You can talk about him. You can talk about him. You can tell
Y'all
people
were
about
actually
it.
together.
But when you, yeah,
But that's
one-
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Her grief is probably even worse because she probably has like things. She probably just thought like, oh, me and Pac will get it together like one day. You know what I'm
How
saying?
did she know how he felt though?
And maybe I don't know if they had a conversation or not, but that's even
Exactly.
worse. They were
We
probably
don't
in a
know,
situationship. This is back in the day situation.
Listen,
This is probably
No,
one
there's a-
side unrequited love. Like Tupac don't feel nothing. Like if he was still,
This nigga
No.
dead.
If he
And I'm
was
still,
still-
we speaking on the dead nigga because we got to speak about this with this trifling lady doing.
Hey, this is
I
what
don't like
Y'all
that.
leave
I
Jada
don't like
alone.
I give her
don't
more
like it,
credence
bro.
to TikTok's Tory Lane
Man.
talking about this. But apparently, there's been interviews of people who knew Tupac and like was close to him and everything. And they did interviews. Vlad, as a matter of fact, interviewed some people. They're like, was Tupac really that close with Jada? And they all like, no, like he was not that close.
You
like,
don't know what happens behind closed doors.
you can get pillow talk all you want, but niggas a pillow talk you.
But that means a
death and
lot
not
to
care
a
for you.
woman. Like,
Yeah,
if
but
that
it
was
can
your
mean
person,
it can
your
mean
pillow-
shit to us.
especially in the industry. Like, she probably thought that was like the fact that he didn't air that out too. They probably had like a good. I could just tell.
Alicia.
I just have
Alicia,
a reason.
Jada
Pinkett was
Why
a
would she
thug
have to
back in
make
the
that
day.
up?
She was a
Alicia,
thug.
a nigga will pillow talk you to. A nigga will
was.
Why
pillow
would
talk
she
you
have to
crazy
make that up
and
though? Jada was
Hold
it
on,
too.
No.
Huh?
it's not making
She was
it up.
what?
It.
Huh?
She's a baddie in her time.
Oh no, Jada look good.
Yeah.
Look good. Okay.
No,
We're not
listen,
saying that.
She had hoes too.
But what he could have probably put,
She could have pulled me. I'll tell you that would have voted.
Tupac.
because she didn't look like she looked now. She was more boyish. She was literally a thug. Y'all think I'm playing? She
But
said
that
she
was-
should sell
that was
drugs
kinda
and
the
all
From
that.
look.
Baltimore. But listen,
It was.
Tupac
It
could have
kinda
been pillow.
was.
A nigga
but-
would pillow talk a chick and not feel shit for her. I'm trying to get in them draws.
Come on now.
But apparently him
I
and
don't believe it.
her never even hooked up.
I don't believe
exactly,
that.
Alicia. Never had sex. Never had nothing.
Listen,
This is delusion at the
Pac's
science.
boys would have known he hit.
Well, actually, I do believe they had never hooked up, but I don't believe that the feelings were not valid. Like the feelings
I'm not
were
saying-
It
not
may have been
the
valid
love
from her
and
side.
the appreciation.
It's valid from her side. We don't know his side.
That's what I'm saying. We talking about a dead man here.
We don't know shit about any of that. But you
Why
keep
she
it.
got a lotto?
Women lie.
Yes,
She's gonna lie about a dead man
The
in the
chick just lied
relationship
about
that they
getting hit.
had?
The chick lied about getting hit in the face with a brick. You think she would lie about?
Women lie.
Women's gonna lie about anything.
Mama get in trouble.
Who's going to dispute her apparent love thing with Tupac when he's not even here to say it was
Not
true or
love
not true?
thing, but like she's saying they had a connection. You could tell. In their
You
interviews,
can't
the
tell.
Alicia?
You can't tell nothing.
Wow.
video she posted alone showed a little
They,
bit of
Oh my
they
God.
dancing on set,
Alicia.
rapping. They're on a set somewhere. You can't say nothing like that. You can't tell. Tupac died in '96.
Oh my god!
I don't know because I don't know their relationship. They might have been close. I don't
Regardless if
know.
y'all had
I
a
don't
good
fucking
relationship or
know,
not.
man.
Why are you posting this man more than your husband? Why are you every chance you get you're
No, that's
embarrassing
not-
your husband?
You gotta move on. You gotta you
I don't
gotta
think
move
she's.
on.
I
Regardless of anything,
posting
you
Pac
gotta
and talking
move on.
about Pac is not embarrassing her husband.
It's the compound of everything. Listen, if
No
if
excuse for this.
if Kingston was old enough and he was writing letters to Kayla's ex that's no longer here, we would have issues. Why is my child writing a letter to a nigga he never even met before and asking to come back into your life because you were happier at that time? You was not even thought of at the time. Why are you writing a letter to this nigga?
I mean,
Which means you've been putting this thought in my child's
Because
head.
it didn't come from
Will
nowhere.
is posted all on her gram. Like he not all on the gram, but he posted on the gram.
He
more
posts her
than
on the gram?
Pac. She hasn't posted Pac in a while. Actually, looking at it.
I don't know. I don't be on their pages.
Yeah,
I don't
I
be
don't.
on
I
it.
don't have them either.
Listen,
but
this is I got
Oh,
all this
shit.
info off Twitter.
Okay.
I'll tell you,
Yeah,
bro.
no,
Twitter
no.
is where I get all my info from, bro.
and she tagged. She tagged Will Smith in the post. So like
Oh, the one post in the same post.
in both, and then the post of them doing the song.
Will sitting at the red table again with tears in his eyes, trying to smile, pretending he happy.
This is the first comment. Like, why? Can you just let the man rest in peace and your man live in peace?
Right.
Bro, I'm telling you.
For real. Give
Big
them some
Virgo
salvation.
Big Virgo.
I think people can like,
This person say you just love playing with that man, don't you?
yeah.
he's gonna play with me in front of my face.
Oh no!
In front of my friends.
Oh, I saw this one TikTok today. I thought it was pretty interesting.
What you got going on?
So how it goes is there's two players and they're getting ready to play a game of chess against each other.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is a mind reader. The other one can see the future. Who wins? Why?
Wait, repeat that.
One can see the future. The other one is a
can read
mind reader.
minds.
Yeah. It's a game of chess. Who wins that?
What's the question again?
One person can read minds and one person can see the future. And it's a game of chess. Who is winning that? 'Cause, and they don't know that each other can do what they can do before the game starts.
Mm. Why people say?
So,
I think the one that can see the future.
I don't
Why?
know.
I think the one that can read.
Because if I can see the
minds.
future before I see you, before you see me, and I could see the future, I know what to do.
But I can read your mind.
Exactly.
But if I could,
So I know the future. If I can read your mind and say,
I know the
because
future.
I'm gonna know your power before you know my power.
no, I can see the future. I know what your power is. I know the future.
How are you gonna know? You're just gonna
But
be able to
you're not
see the
gonna
future
know.
of
You're
the
just gonna
events
see
happening
that-
on the chessboard. You can't see
Yeah.
inside his mind, but he can see
You're
inside
right.
yours.
You're right. You
I
don't
can't
know that
see-
he can read your mind.
I can't
You don't
see
know that.
you read my mind. But if I could see into the future, I could see that I'm going to play my. I could see him. I can see me learn that he's reading my mind.
But how would you know?
But how would
Like,
you
what
know?
gives
You
it
would have
away
to
in a game of
really figure
chess?
it out. It would take you a minute.
Because the mind reader is gonna have instant access to that information, and
Instant.
depending how long it's gonna take you, if you can figure that out,
In the
then
game
you
of
could
chess.
try to use it to your advantage.
In the game of chess. Well, obviously, conversation wise, you'll give it away conversation. If I'm thinking something and you say what I'm thinking, then how the hell you read? How the hell are you?
You
picking
don't
up
be
what
talking
I'm
that much
putting down?
during chess.
Oh
though.
no, chess get heated depending on what kind of game this is.
Yeah,
You
I
be,
mean-
you be chatting it up during
Oh,
chess.
no.
I wouldn't say nothing.
But if I-
they be in the
if I
park
walk up
playing
to-
I'm
chess
trying
in
to
some
pay
places, they be in
attention.
the park.
If I
It's
walk
like
up
it's-
to Josh on the
playing.
street,
That's gonna
if I
throw
walk
me
up to
off.
Josh and I'm like, "What's up, bro?" and he like, "What's up?" like, and before I could ask like, "What's your name?" Josh. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. Like that's a normal question, or whatever. But like, if I'm about to get ready to ask Josh a question, he's answering beforehand. It's like,
But
Some
who
good way.
says that this person is?
I'm
not
assuming we in a
intelligent?
world full of powers at this point. If I could tell the future and the nigga reading minds, niggas out here got powers. That's not out of the normal.
No, I'm not saying that.
Nigga, this is not my Her Academia right now, nigga.
Yeah, how is it not?
This is a standalone. This is a standalone moment right now.
Yeah, you
How
can
is
create a
that?
whole universe.
Yeah, like,
Nigga,
But
this
if I could-
Marvel at
if
this
I could
point.
see the future-
these niggas Iron Man.
But if I could,
Captain America.
well, no, if I could see the future, I could see what moves you are going to make. I could
Yeah.
tell. I could see the way the game is going to play out. I could see the futures of ones I'm winning. I could see your future moves you're going to
But I
do
can
before
read your mind to
we
counter
even get to the table.
because the future can change.
yeah.
The
You
future
can, you
can
can see
change.
yourself getting an L.
If I know what
Like
the
if you
future
can
is,
see
I
the future, you
counter
be like,
it.
damn, ain't nothing I can do in this game now.
Oh,
I guess I'm
if
losing.
I could see myself getting an L, or I could see myself winning the game.
True.
And
Which is also true.
I get up there and I already know I'm going to win the game, and I already know the moves you're going to make. I could be zoning the fuck out and just moving my pieces because I already know how this is going to play out.
But I'm reading your mind.
You can read my mind. You can see that I'm thinking about dogs while you making your moves, and I'm like, boom, boom, because I already know how it's going to play
When
out.
you
So
see the future, it's in your mind.
I have to go with the mind reader.
I can see the future before you even see me at all.
I would say that's a
But
decently
once I
valid
come in
argument.
contact with you, the future can change. That's what I'm saying. The future can change depending on the variables put in place.
Yeah.
And if I know the future, I can change
So
the
we talking
variables.
about changing fates. If I can see the future, that's how it's going to play out. It's like that's so
Alright.
Raven. Raven tried so much to change this specific thing from happening, but it ended up happening
Well,
anyway.
I mean, I guess in
We're
a
talking about
sense
changing
because
fates.
he has
You can.
he has the ability to
Just
read.
your mind and what you think.
He has the ability to read the future now that you read.
Because
Essentially,
You can only read the future if you read my mind, and I'm like, let's say hypothetically, I'm looking into the future, and you could see that. But the moment we not around each other, you can't read, you can't see the fucking future. But if I wake up at
it
9
don't
o'clock,
matter. It's once we come in contact with each other. Everything changed in that
you
future.
lost
Yeah.
already. Once we come in contact,
How?
if I'm at the crib at 9 a.m. if I'm at the crib at 9 a.m.,
Because you not understanding this shit can
I'm
change.
brushing my teeth. I'm doing everything. I'm looking into the future, seeing what happens.
Your future can change based off certain events.
Y'all talking about
We all
changing
know-
fates.
But if I can read your mind, Clay, because in your head you don't know I can read mine, so you're not gonna be so
Yeah,
nonchalant.
that's not gonna
about,
factor into your
you gonna
future
just be
sight.
thinking how you normally think and be like, okay,
Your
shit
future
going
could
on.
change. I could pull up. If I could read your mind, I could bust the door down and shoot your ass. Different future.
Like I know what was about to happen.
If you're reading the future, that means it's going to happen. Now we talking about niggas just fucking.
No, it can
Niggas is
happen.
change.
If you go to the future, it can happen if these events take place in this order.
So now we moving the goalposts when it comes to reading the future versus like.
No,
just reading
this is
minds.
what takes place.
Okay,
It's not
wait.
moving the
No,
goalposts. though.
Okay,
It does not.
hold on, wait. We need
All
some
this takes
stipulations
place
here.
into that.
We need a few stipulations here. How far in the future can this man see?
Exactly.
Can he see all day?
'Cause all this
Can
shit
he
we
only
talking
see a
is
few
basic.
minutes? Can he only see a few hours? I feel like we need to set. So
We
you
never
want
put-
to say you can see in the future a few hours?
Okay, if I can see it in a few hours and we're gonna play chess within that time period, I can see if I see that I win this chess game, I'm going to win the chess game. regardless of if you could read my mind or not, because the future plays out that way. No
So-
matter how much you try to change it, because future and fate goes hand in hand. You can't change either.
So if you see yourself losing, then that's just it. You can't do nothing to change your fate now, but because you see the future.
if I
it's
see
over.
myself losing, I lose. Like no matter, I can
That's
go
what
into
I'm
this
saying.
game.
You can literally see the future. You can literally be losing all the time in the future
Yes.
because he can read your mind.
Yes. If I see my future, I'm going to lose no matter what. I can go into this game trying my hardest, trying not to think about it, whatever,
Yeah.
trying to throw you off,
'Cause you-
regardless if I know or not. I'm going into this game and I still lose. That's the way the future played out. I saw it play out this way, and it played out exactly that way. Nobody bats an eye when I
Yeah.
lose this shit.
No.
When I do it, but when I
But I
say
said
that I'm
that's
a
the-
win, niggas like,
No,
well,
I
he
said
could read
that's
your
the
mind.
counter. No, I was literally saying, but yours is the counter. Because if the fact that you can see the future is like you can try to offset it.
You can
Because-
try, but it's
yeah.
going to play out
But
the
that's
same
what
way.
I'm saying.
Because
Because you
if
can
I-
probably offset yours. That's what I'm saying. That's a complex one. That's why I ain't choose the side. I was just arguing the other side. I never chose. But I can
Choosing the mind
I
reader.
think it's the future.
I can understand.
I think it's the future. It's not the mind reader.
I don't know. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
I think mind reader for a lot of the reason I was saying.
Damn, that's
Just
a
the-
good one.
You could change.
How often can he see this? See the
How long
future?
can you read my mind for?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Is it like every single thought, like instant?
But
if you could just if you
I
could
mean,
just sit here
yeah.
and read my mind the whole fucking time, and then I can only see a few like a certain time period, I feel like that's handicapped on one side compared to the other.
But no, that's how time that mind should be going.
That-
though. And
that's
all the
how-
movies, the
that's how big of an
representation-
advantage
That's
seeing
all
the
the movies
future is.
representation. You
Based
know
off
you can
of
read
the
minds
literature.
regardless. But
I like seeing the future.
on the seeing the future, it'd be iffy. Like
But,
they
al-
can see
but
the
also
future,
too,
but then sometimes
who's
they
to
can't
say
see
I
the
don't
future.
find out that you can read minds?
Yeah, that's
Like
what I'm saying. It's
me
a
seeing into the
variable.
future, I can see that you read minds. I can see in the future. I
don't
learned that you
understand how
read
seeing in
minds.
the future that you're gonna find out that I read minds.
Unless he just
That's what I'm saying.
come out and
too.
say it.
Unless
Which
Unless
I don't-
somebody tells you, or I come out and say it, you're not gonna be like, "Oh, he can read
Read
minds."
minds.
Or
it's like,
everybody in this
what
universe has
factors?
powers.
or you gonna be suspicious, like what the fuck is going on? Because I
Yeah.
see Offset and everything that I
Yeah.
see.
I see.
Like,
the
He's not
future.
making the same moves that I was thinking he
Yeah,
was gonna
no.
make. Because I seen him he moves he was gonna make. He not doing none of that shit.
Seeing
That's a
into
good
the
match.
Yeah.
seeing
That'd
into
be a
the
good
future
match.
because one
That'd be
thing
a good
one thing
match.
these video games and story wise have taught me about people, like I can see the future. I see the way this fate plays out. The harder you fight against it, the more it happens.
I mean, that's just a lot of shonen ones that be trying to build some character development for their protagonists.
I'm not
and
even
shit.
talking about anime. I'm just saying in general. But like,
sometimes it be rough. Sometimes some shit gotta happen to gear him up for the main villain at the end.
look at God of War Ragnarok, for example. The more you try to, they see the future. I'm saying.
But it gotta go like that.
But
Clay.
I'm
That's
saying,
part of the game.
I'm saying in stories and TV shows and everything related to seeing time and trying to change the fact that this part of the future happens. Always, the more you fight against it, the more you're walking towards it. Like,
I mean,
it's like more so inevitable. You have to go so against your character in order for it to not happen. in
But
a
read
sense.
your minds give you that ability to offset your character. That's what we're saying.
mhm.
That's the whole factor.
It won't work.
I don't know if it won't.
It won't. Because
I don't know how it
I
won't.
don't know if it won't.
because you
Yeah, that's
Just because-
that's a
okay,
good one.
okay.
I don't
So-
know if I want
so
to choose one. That's a
let's
good
say-
one because I
let's
can see
say-
both sides.
let's say you could read minds and you see that you supposed to die in the future, like near future, whatever. You read my mind and see that. Okay, like how do I die? I get shot. Okay, cool. I'm not about to go nowhere because I'm not about to get shot and die. The more you fight against that happening, trying to prevent that future from happening, the more you're walking towards the actual fucking future of that happening.
Okay,
That's how it
I
plays
mean,
out every
I see
single
what you
time, and
mean.
every time story, and everything that's related to I saw this
But
future.
you keep
I'm
to
trying
change
to
it, but
prevent
the
this future
inevitable-
from happening.
Like
That's
the
why I say
Flash
you
movie.
can't
But you
change fate.
can't read minds though, because if you can read minds, you can see what's gonna come. And all this shit, this is reality.
You can see that this is gonna happen, but you don't see the actions that leads up to that.
That's what.
But if
seeing
I
in
can
the
see what
future.
you're thinking, I know
You can see
about
what
to
I'm-
do.
But if I can see what you're thinking, I can see that.
You can see what I'm thinking.
so I know. What
So
you about to do.
technically,
So
I can
before
see
you-
the future too.
I get your power and mine.
Because I can read your mind.
You
So I get the feature in my
technically,
head.
I can
So
read.
I can
You got the-
really double play
No.
this.
No, you can't. You see the part, like, you only can see the future
What?
while I'm thinking of it. So if you're reading my mind while I'm thinking of
Yeah.
the future, you see that time frame
Yes.
of that, what I'm thinking. Okay, cool. I was walking down this street, going to do this, blah, 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 and that's
Yeah.
where it happened. I'm going to
Oh.
avoid that street at all costs. Something in life is going to make you end up going down that street because you're fighting against that fate. That's the funny thing about it. It's like the counter of it's like the con to that plus. The pros and the cons to it. The cons is, yeah, you see the future. Yeah, you know how to play out. You're gonna try to fight against it. The con is, the more you fight against it, you're gonna fuck around and get sent there.
That's valid.
Because for some odd reason, you're gonna end up on that street. No matter how much you fight against it, how much you blah blah, you're gonna get put there somehow.
Yeah. And I just see a lot of the situations where they end up playing against each other. The future Seer is going to see himself losing.
It could be a future where you lose, or it could
Every
be a
time.
future that you win.
Yeah,
Most of the time.
If I see a future I'm gonna win, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not about to try to fight against it.
What if that work against you, though?
Flow with the ocean.
Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't.
Like,
That's the pros and
Sometimes
cons of
when-
seeing the
sometimes
future.
when you flow, you just gotta flow with the ocean, man.
Like, you go into a thing, you're going to win, and then that's when shit change up. You play super nonchalant and make an out-of-character mistake. And
If
then
I-
it changes
or
your
do an
fate.
out of character move to fuck him up.
If I know how this future gonna play out, that's why I like when you once again back to shows and TV and all that shit. When they know the future and everything, that's why a lot of the time they be the most peaceful people, because they're just like, bro, I already know how this gonna play out. I'm not even tripping on it.
Shit, Raven
Like-
One Piece.
Why am I gonna stress myself out? You said what?
Raven One Piece.
I know a couple shows like that.
No, Raven didn't see the. Oh, you talking about That's So Raven?
Yeah.
I was thinking Teen Titans Raven.
Oh man.
But what's the name? When you watch the first season of Loki,
Mhm.
what the hell is his name? Jonathan Major's character, Kang
Kang.
the Conqueror. He seen every future leading up to them walking up and meeting them. And Loki was trying to attack him, and he kept dodging him easy as hell. Like, I knew you was gonna do this. I knew you were gonna say this. Like, because he's seen the way all this
Mhm.
played out leading up to that moment. I know everything. I'm not stressed. And he was just like, And then he finally got to a point to where, like, I can't see past this moment. Like, now we in the unknown. Like, the next move y'all make determines how the rest of how this shit's gonna play out. But leading up to that, he's like, I saw the beginning of the universe. I was here for fucking everything. I know how everything's gonna play out. And Loki went to say something. He was saying exactly what Loki was saying. Like, I know everything.
Damn.
So if I could see the future, bro, I know you can read minds. I know all this shit. Like, it's hard to.
I mean,
I see
like-
what you're saying.
If he's Kane, we don't know if he's Kane.
Yeah, like that
I
nigga ain't
see
been
what
seen
you
in the
mean
future
by, like,
forever.
'Cause
'Cause- I mean, okay.
I'm still just not.
It's not
I'm
rolling.
not-
Alicia said what we got? What else we got on the docket?
I must say we've been on this one for a minute. It's been good because we ain't had no topic, so that
Yeah.
was a good one.
That was a good one.
Just sprinkle that one in there.
Sprinkle.
But no, before we end this episode, we about to do something football talk.
Yeah,
That way we can end it off right.
Oh, let me see.
The Lions got robbed this last game.
I wasn't even trying to make that
You don't think the
noise.
Lions got robbed? Every time we play
What play?
Seattle, every time
No.
we play Seattle,
What play?
we get robbed.
No.
The last play of the game, Aiden Hutchinson was being held.
I
Aiden
don't know
Hutchinson was
about the
being held.
robbery. I can't get on the robbery band. They should have played harder. That should have been a guaranteed
Yeah.
win. It
Well,
should have even been close enough to even
Aiden
make little
Hutchinson
decisions
was getting
like that.
held mostly all game, no calls.
Mhm.
The Lions did mess up playing man coverage against DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett because
They got
that's
worse.
terrible. Yeah, and they was exploiting Jerry Jacobs every time he was on man coverage on DK. They were throwing it to him.
Golf was garbage.
Golf was good.
Okay, not
We had-
garbage, but he
we had
wasn't
3
given what he
turnovers.
should have.
We had 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles, and a pick 6.
The fumble his fault.
The fumble wasn't his fault.
It wasn't.
No, it
I
wasn't
didn't
his
even
fault.
see
It was the
that.
running back. The running back
It
got
wasn't
hit
his
and
fault.
fumbled it.
Okay, yeah.
That should have been a
That plays
guaranteed
not
W
bad,
in our
though.
book,
Yeah,
though.
I thought
That
you
worries
fumbled.
me.
It definitely should have. But we lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson for the season.
He out.
David Montgomery is out for a little while.
He did end up getting hurt.
Yeah, our other
That nigga stay hurt, man.
our other linemen, a couple of our defensive linemen got injured. We got a lot of people on the injury reserve list.
Bro,
Yeah,
it keep being like that though.
All the
Yeah,
teams
roughed
do.
up.
Like, what do they be
Keep being
doing?
like that.
A lot
Nick
of teams
Chubb
get
just went down. I lost him on my fantasy.
I think Ocho Cinco right about that diet shit.
injured.
That boy
Yeah.
still eat McDonald's.
I think he right about the diet.
Gotta try something
I
different.
do. I really think
somebody.
he right about the diet though.
Put enough meat on your bones for be able
He
to.
say, "Listen, y'all motherfuckers
Absorb
ate all
that.
that bullshit when y'all was young and they never been injured. As soon as y'all start eating healthy, y'all just start brittling.
Oh,
and
that's
breaking.
like
Turn brittle as hell.
the
Damn.
leaves.
That's
It's
a
the
good point.
leaves.
Did you hear about Trayvon Diggs too?
Yep, Trayvon Diggs just got
He
injured.
tore his MCL,
ACL.
ACL in practice.
It's damn near no. You literally play fantasy football. Fantasy football is literally sitting there waiting to see who get injured. That's how you know who really
Oh,
gonna
God.
Bro,
win. You
I-
literally sit there at the beginning of the season like,
That's
who's
true.
going to get
Like,
injured to fuck up
is
this?
he going to make it?
Joe
Bro,
That's what
Burrow.
you literally draft around to. You have to literally draft around injuries too when you're doing this shit.
Bro,
That's true.
I was hurt when I seen that Nick Chubb was done for the season.
He out for the season?
Yep.
I didn't hear
Oh,
about
no,
that.
he
Oh
might
shoot,
be
Nick Chubb
career ending.
apparently in his knee he tore his meniscus, his ACL, and his MCL. He tore basically everything in your
He tore his
knee.
whole knee
Well,
off.
no, he
Yeah.
broke that in college and had to get surgery done on it, and then he
and so
just
it's
injured
already-
that same knee,
Damn.
and he had to get emergency knee surgery
They're
like shortly
talking
after that.
I heard that they were trying to decide whether or not, I don't know how true this is, but whether or not they were going to amputate it or not. Like,
No shit.
I doubt
for-
that. I don't think it was that.
Like,
I
I,
didn't
I don't
hear
know how
that.
true that
But
is.
psychologically, but you'll be fucked up.
I don't know if he come back from that. Like that.
Yeah.
I hope he not. I'm saying if he had amputated, that you think about that psychologically as a football player.
Yeah.
I'll run. This is my thing.
It's a pro athlete.
You
and
take
out
that
here.
and come on, bro. You know you be fucked up.
Oh,
That
my
That nigga
shit
had to
sad.
refine everything.
Nick Chubb was my star player for since I've been doing fantasy for the last 4 years. He's been on my team every single year on my teams, and he was a guaranteed minimum 10 points a game, minimum,
Mm.
and that's just him on a bad night. Now
always
he
cooking.
fucking
And,
Bruh.
Now he
bro,
gone.
Eckler, he hurt. Fucking J.K. Dobbins.
I just
hurt.
picked up the running back behind Eckler because I tried to get the one that was behind Nick Chubb, and somebody picked him up, so I had to get the one behind
All
Eckler.
the running backs hurt, bro.
They
Saquon
just-
Barkley injured.
Just re-signed Kareem Hunt. The Browns did.
Yeah.
After that
Did they?
injury.
Oh yeah, they had to. Please come back.
Nigga,
We need somebody. We need
Anybody,
somebody.
shit.
But yeah, everybody just fucking. That shit is crazy. Everybody's getting. Amon-Ra St. Brown got injured last game. He's playing
Mhm.
Sunday, but he got injured.
I
already
don't know what's
having-
going on, bro.
The injury bug, bro.
I heard they having him wear like
It's bad right now.
some type of like
It's
steel
been
toe
bad
or
for
something
a
like
couple
to
years.
protect his foot from getting like jammed again or something. I don't know.
I
Y'all
feel-
need to relax
I
out
feel
there.
like since they've been hitting softer, it's been more injuries.
Well, I think what happened is because they tried to make the game so much safer that it caused injuries. Like you can't hit in order to tackle the quarterback, you can only grab them in between this part here total
Yeah, so it's,
and gently lay them down. If I'm running at full speed and you come to a complete stop, my momentum, I can't stop on the dime. So I'm going to grab. So it's going to cause accidental collisions and cause so much shit. Same thing with tackling people in general. They don't want you tackling too low.
yeah.
They don't want you tackling too high. Hit head. You got to hit within this frame. But people hitting juke moves, people going low, people doing this, people doing that. Like, bro,
listen, that shit is.
it's
man.
better off just.
And when you out there, niggas be moving, boy, especially them little fast.
Mm.
Boy, he'll be in your face and go like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit!"
on
boy.
TV,
You
we able to
moving.
keep up with them. But like, if you was out there on the field, bro, so much shit be
Man.
happening so fast.
It don't justify watching that shit and being in the stands. Don't justify being really out there.
Oh yeah.
It
Man,
doesn't do
listen.
justice at all.
It gives no justice.
But that's how we wrapping up this week's episode.
Football talk.
Some football talk, some Jada Pinkett Smith's talk, Some what else did we talk about? Nicki Minaj, some petty talk.
Some petty talk.
I can't wait to edit this clip and get that one. Yeah, I can't wait to get that one part so bad.
That was good. That was good.
Y'all got any encouraging words for the listeners?
Reading minds is better.
Make your bed and brush your teeth when you wake your ass up.
Date them all. Till one is consistent and meets all your standards. Date all the motherfuckers. Date them all. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Put a docket.
And keep that man out that kid's school.
He's supposed to be at home.
His ass on punishment. He can't leave the house. All right, y'all. That's going to do it this week. I'm Clay Tizzle.
J Smooth.
Mondo.
Alisha.
Signing out. Peace.
Douche.